Hey guys, it's Bolt RN here, coming to you with another topic. Today, we're going to talk about how you get housing as a travel nurse. So, as a travel nurse, you have the option of taking what's called a subsidy, a housing subsidy, which is tax-free if you own a tax-free home. And you have to show that you're paying rent and utilities on this location. So I own a home, so I get the tax-free stipend, which typically is going to be double of what you actually would spend in that city for that time period for your renting. So for instance, example would be if it's going to cost you probably to live reasonably for $1,000 in Atlanta or any city or something, your company is probably going to give you about $2,000. So a lot of travelers make their money by taking that stipend, and they just live on less than what the stipend is given to you for, and you just pocket the extra money as extra cash. So that's what I do, that's what most people do. The other option you can do for housing as a traveler is you can just have the company set up the housing for you, and they give you usually like a one-bedroom corporate. What kind of car is that? What's that?
I don't know.
Anyway, they'll give you like a one-bedroom corporate condo or something like that, fully furnished with all the linens and everything that you would need. You essentially they send you a key and you show up at location, and you have that place ready to go. So that's a good option too. A lot of people opt for that option, especially if you're going to be going to a location like San Francisco or New York City or Hawaii, because those places are the exception to the rule that usually you are given a higher amount of money than what's required to live. Because in those places, the cost of living is so exorbitantly high that you will probably spend almost all, if not more, than the housing stipend on just living there, just paying rent and staying in those locations. So you might actually do better if you just ask the travel company to set up your housing in advance and just do that for you for those expensive, rare locations. But when they set up that housing for you, that means you're not going to get that housing subsidy check. So of course you're lacking that extra income that you would have gotten tax-free while you were traveling. So you actually make less money if you do that option, but it's easier and simpler. So for those of you concerned about where you're going to stay when you're traveling and what kind of housing you may be able to get, if you're very stressed about it and you don't want to deal with the anxiety of finding your own place, putting down deposits on it, things like that, you always have the option of just having them set it up for you. You will make a little bit less money, but sometimes it's worth it not to deal with the hassle. If you choose to take the subsidy and you're looking for sites that you can find good housing, I've used Craigslist. There's usually some good options on Craigslist for the city you're going to travel to. I've used Airbnb before. That's a good website to use for pretty decent housing. There's VRBO, which is vacationrentalbyowner.com. That's a good site too. And of course there's always the local newspaper for that area. You can always try and get access to that online and see if there's in the classifieds listed rentals and things like that. If you're cool with staying as a roommate or something that somebody's needing for that city, a lot of times they're cool with you coming in for 3 months that your assignment's for and just staying very cheaply and being able to pocket a heavy amount of your stipend as extra income. So that's a nice option too. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for the housing and while you're traveling, where you're going to stay. If you have any specific questions for me, just hit me up on Twitter or even here in the YouTube comments and I can answer things specifically for you. I enjoy some of the clips that I recorded for you that I'm going to play in just a minute for the Atlantic station here in Atlanta, where we're at right now filming actually, and some of this cool vista here around us. Just another little kind of glimpse into Atlanta and city traveling in Atlanta. See ya.
we touch, you inspire. Feel it changing me tonight. So take me up, take me higher. There's a world not far from here. We can die in desire, or we can burn in love tonight. Our hearts alive, firestorms, and when they strike, we feel the love. Sparks will fly, they ignite our bones, and when they strike, we light up the world. Hearts alive, firestorms, and when they strike, we feel the love. Sparks will fly, they ignite our bones, and when they strike, we light up the world. We light up the world. I'm from Earth, you're from Y. Perfect strangers in the night. Here we are, come together. To the world we'll testify. Our hearts alive, firestorms, and when they strike, we feel the love. Sparks will fly, they ignite